Good day and welcome to Natural Health Dialogue. I really hope you guys are enjoying the new routine that we have going this year with Naturopathic Dr. Randy Lee and Naturopathic Dr. Kim Anderson and the way the whole thing is going. So today we're going to launch into Dr. Anderson's part, and we're going to talk about, as I was thinking about my remarks, my pre-show remarks, I couldn't think of anything about ginseng because I really don't know that much about it. But maybe you don't either. I'm sure there are tremendous benefits, or Dr. Anderson would not have put it on the list to talk about. So, Kim, what are we talking about today?
Well, we are talking about simples. I'm really excited about this series, everything that Dr. Lee and I are doing together this year with our holistic monologue. Holistic is something that's really important to me because, as you know, we're mind, we're body, we're spirit. And so addressing each one of those really brings that wholeness and that health that we're really looking for. So, with the American ginseng, I want to tie in with Dr. Lee was talking about digestion this month, and so I don't think when we think of ginseng, it's popular. I don't think that when we think about it, we think so much about it tied to digestion, and that's because it has such a strong affinity to bring about energy and stamina. Ginseng, well, I want to back up a little bit. I apologize. This part of the segment of the natural health dialogue is called simples. It's really a neat, it's interesting, and I can share more as we talk this talk more about these simple single herbs,
Mm-hmm.
just how the Lord had given me some word about these things. But when you look up the word simples, you're going to get many definitions. I know that's kind of surprising, but you will. But one of them is easy to understand, to deal with, or to use. Another definition of simple is a herb or plant used for medicinal purposes. Now, obviously, as a natural health practitioner, that's my favorite. But
Mm-hmm.
I hope with this series that we're doing this year on simples, I hope I can make it easy to understand, deal with, and use. So that's why this segment of Natural Health Dialogue is called Simples. We're going to be talking about single medicinal herbs, and then we're going to hopefully break things down and have some simple but uh, effective or bite-sized information there. So um,
Well,
that's
having
what
talked with you many times, I know we are all going to feel more enlightened than we did 10 minutes ago.
Well, I hope so. So it is American ginseng. Ginseng is derived from the Chinese word Jin Shin, which means the essence of man. Ginseng has long been revered in Asian countries. In fact, it was so revered that the emperor was the only one that could collect it when there were dynasties. Um,
Hmm.
the Asian or Korean ginseng is the Panax ginseng. You may have seen that. The American ginseng is a different species. It's not as stimulating as the Korean or Asian ginseng, but it still has a lot of the same similar compounds that still give you that energy, that stamina.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Historically in America, it was in the Appalachian or Ozark regions because that climate, that mountainous climate, and the shade was perfect for the ginseng to grow. However, with harvesting, it's becoming it's becoming more scarce.
Hmm.
So, in fact, there are some laws applied to harvesting the ginseng, but
Wow.
fortunately, we can get some really great health benefits with just small doses.
Now, does
So
that mean the price is going up too since it's more scarce?
the price actually fluctuates, but yes, it's uh, I don't know if you've ever seen the show. I don't even know if it's on anymore. I just caught a couple of episodes, but it's called The Sang Wars. But it was based out of the Appalachian Mountains, and just how these people were, some of the things that they were struggling with in order to be able to harvest this herb. And like I said, it's been long used. Historically, and still very popular today.
Hmm.
So, like I said, it has an affinity for stamina, energy, um, but also it helps the body adapt to stress. And I'm always looking for something like that, because we are a stressed nation.
Hmm.
Um, and so anything that is helping our body naturally to adapt to stress, I think is something that we really want to keep on hand. So it's going to help, with that energy, but it's also not going to put stress on the adrenal glands. It's going to help nourish those, so that your body can adapt to those physical and mental and emotional stresses too. It
So
also
when
helps.
you Kim, when you say this is energy, do you mean this is going to be the kind that I get really this short-term high followed by a crash, like I ate a candy bar?
No, that's your sugar and that's your glycemic. No, you're going to have a more sustained. Um, and like I said, with the American ginseng, it's not as stimulating as if you were using the Panax or the Korean ginseng. So it's going to
Hmm.
be a lot more subtle. I really think it's going to be more stamina rather than energy,
Mm.
if that makes sense. It's not going to be these huge bursts of energy. Of course, everyone is different, and you're going to respond differently. And if you do take a lot of ginseng, especially late in the afternoon or evening, it could be overstimulating. So again, everyone is different, but in general, the American ginseng is not as stimulating, but still it helps more with stamina. Um, yeah, again, adapt to stress, but it also helps boost the immune system.
Oh.
So, we're always wanting something like that. So when you got that powerful combo of boosting immune system, adapting to stress, regulate blood sugar. That's something else that
Mm.
ginseng is really good for. So just some really good, solid components that we want in order to have better health. And it again about the American ginseng, because it is less stimulating. I think it's a good one to take more long term,
Mm.
than to be using the Korean ginseng. So I think that's another advantage. Um, it is generally safe to use the ginseng, but there are some contraindications. People with high blood pressure, or if you have any kind of acute inflammation or acute illness, like a cold or flu, ginseng is not something that you want to be taking during that time. Yeah, and then again, if you're taking it late in the evening, or you're taking particularly high doses, and insomnia can be an issue.
Mm.
But taking about 100 milligrams once or twice a day, that can be a very effective tonic. Tonic is something that we refer to as something that helps build up the body and nourish the body. And as Dr. Lee had been talking earlier about digestion, American ginseng is a very good tonic for the digestive system, helping that whole process of absorbing the nutrients. Ginseng is a very good tonic for the digestive system as well.
Mm. So if you're taking a long car trip or studying for a test, you'd recommend 100 milligrams a couple
100
times a day.
milligrams a couple times a day, yes.
Okay.
Sure do. And, kids are back in school after Christmas break. And so, college students, I wouldn't recommend it for like younger kids, but, college students, I think it's a wonderful, simple herb to take to get some energy, stamina, and to help cope with stress.
Oh yeah, very good.
Yes.
Okay, so could you kind of wrap up the topic for us here in our closing seconds?
Okay. Well, this is our simples. I'm so sorry. Can we cut that?
Sure.
This is our simples episode of the Natural Health Dialogue, and today was American ginseng, the benefits of American ginseng. Um, uh, good tonic for the digestive health, as Dr. Lee has been talking on this month. Also good for, stamina, immune support, and helps with stress, to adapt to stress. So it's an herb that I would recommend for everyone to have on hand.
All right, very good. This has been Natural Health Dialogue. We hope you've learned something. I sure have. And until next time, we hope you stay safe and healthy. See you soon.